We know all about how the PS4, the Xbox One, even the PC did last year, but what about the games market itself, more specifically the UK games market? Well, I have a report for you from GfK, and they've got quite a lot of information about how the UK games market did last year. Now, the headline to take away from all the information that I'm about to give you is that there were fewer games sold last year, there were fewer consoles sold last year, but accessory sales continued to rise over the year. However, there are some nice victories to be found in the data from last year, and unsurprisingly, those victories are largely centered around the two heavy hitters in the console game, the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, according to retail reports, the combined install base for both of these machines is 5.5 million, and Gfk Entertainment's data shows that over £700 million is generated from physical software sales on both Sony and Microsoft's platforms. Now, that's pretty impressive, especially when you realise that is over 75% of all physical game revenue from last year. Now, in terms of games, if you look at the top 50, almost every single game was a PS4 or Xbox One title. The single exception is Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. There were no 3DS, Vita or PC games in the top 50. And if you look at accessories, 9 of the top 10 were for PS4 or Xbox One. Now, PS4 was once again the dominant platform of the year with the highest software and hardware sales. However, Microsoft had the largest number of exclusive games in the charts with 7, whereas Sony just had 2. And in terms of new IP, only 3 new IPs made the top 50, unfortunately: Evolve, Project Cars and Dying Light. Now, in terms of releases, Ubisoft, Nintendo and Sony slipped down the publisher rankings. However, all 3 of them had significantly stronger release slates for 2016, so they're likely to be back up amongst the leaders this year. Unsurprisingly as well, PS3 and Xbox 360 software sales are continuing to decline, and if you look at the PS3, just for example, software revenue is down 61% versus 2014, but that's not quite so severe when you consider that PS3 software sales also dropped 59% between 2013 and 2014, so they're declining at roughly the same rate. And of course, it will be curious to see what the newly released backwards compatibility on the Xbox One will have on the Xbox 360 software sales over the next year. Maybe not a huge amount, because obviously you can buy a lot of the games digitally, but it's probably going to have some impact. But let's have a look at the total revenue, shall we? Total revenue for 2015 was 2.1 billion, and this is of course rounding down. Entertainment software made up 927 million, console hardware is 689 million, and gaming accessories is 495 million. And I know some of you are wondering, well, what about that top 50 of games that you mentioned? Well, I'm not going to go through all 50 because that would be nuts, but I'm going to go through the top 10 physical games of 2015. So, FIFA 16 at number 1, Black Ops 3 at 2, Fallout 4 at 3, Battlefront at 4, Star Wars obviously, GTA 5 at 5, Batman Arkham Knight at 6, FIFA 15 at 7, Advanced Warfare at 8, Assassin's Creed Syndicate at 9, and Lego Jurassic World at 10, and just missing out at number 11, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So there you have it, a pretty nice report showing interesting data for the UK, as of course we get lots of data for the US from NPD, but it's always nice to see how things are doing on my side of the pond. And while things were slightly down in terms of revenue on everything apart from gaming accessories, it still looks fairly healthy, and nice reports for both the PS4 and Xbox One. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.